Welcome back. Now we'll be taking a look at the trending focus for today, which is on police brutality. I've been joined now by Moses Bidemi. Good afternoon, Bidemi. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. It's nice being on the show with you this afternoon.
It's good to have you back. All right, let's take a look at a trending video making the rounds right now on social media of the police, security forces and their treatment of some residents. Let's take a look at that. And when we return, we'll take a look at some of the comments following that video.
See, go back, go there. Go there, follow them.
Let's take a look at some of the comments at that gory video there. We have Dami Adenoga says, watch as men of the Nigerian police violently assault a bike rider holding his bike to ransom while fleeing the scene, leaving him covered in his own blood. This is unfortunate. JJ Omojua says, here is hoping the IG's line of communication remains open to see this brutality by men of the Nigerian police, an injury to the head. He is lucky to be alive. That's if he still is. We have another tweet here from Dotman Lee. Says, ask him why he was struggling with them. Once you struggle with an officer, you have broken the law. Tell him to tender his motorcycle papers and driver license first, then you will know why they were taking it away. Even in the UK or anywhere, if you struggle with the police, they will harm you, if not kill you. Police is not your mate. Moving over to Festus Adejoro says, I have watched countless videos of people giving the police a chase. Helicopters, cars and dogs were used. Their human dignity is preserved even under arrest. 3 officers cannot restrain an unarmed civilian. It's a collective shame on us to defend this. Stop. It's barbaric. This other person replies to Dotman Ali, apparently, even in the UK, you said, well, some of us live in the same UK. The worst that can happen for traffic violation is fine. For no car insurance, your vehicle will be impounded, and any police brutality as shown in this video will be investigated by Independent Office for Police Conduct. Still looking at some comments. Semilore Adeoshun says, Ben Hondain, please look into this matter too, sir. God bless you as you respond swiftly. Moody Bank says, let's see the response speed of the IG to this assault and hope justice will be served like Sheun's case. No Nigerian deserves to be treated this way. There should be equal justice for all. We'll take some more comments. From Da Silva Korutz, it's been 4 days since this happened and no response yet from the Nigerian police force. From Ben Hudain and Prince Moye, you are saying this and ignoring it. Now for the final set of tweets. The CEO print says this is an everyday thing in Lagos. Alabi Akim says if IGP can quickly react to Sheun Kuti's case, I see no reason why he won't call his men in this video to order. Akim Bobola Adomasi says, my brother, I can bet a month's wage that he will, as usual, be selectively blind to this. And finally, Ajayi Babatunde says, Ben Undain, are these ones civilians? Well, that is the case. What do you make of all of this?
To start with, I think if the bike man has actually violated any of the traffic rules, or maybe a plight on the road where he's not supposed to plight, there should be a way to get him arrested, not doing it in a barbaric manner. A whole lot of Nigerian youth these days, we've had several encounters with police officers. I think 6 of 10 Nigerian youth will tell you their bitter experience with them. I'm a victim also. I was traveling down from a wedding with 4 of my friends, and with our beautiful agbada attire, our good-looking faces, dreads, the one on low cut, the one on good haircut, the one on weave. We were stopped, and at the end of the day, they were telling us we are in the bush and they can do and undo. What, like 2 of them were already cocking their guns. And at the end of the day, we demanded to speak with whoever is in charge of that same team. So they see that these people actually knows their rights. And when their so-called Oga came out of the van and he approached us in a very good manner, speak to us, and my first question to him is, why would they have to drive on the road that way? Is it because they want to arrest some cybercrime youth or Yahoo boys or whatever? Okay, he asks us questions which on a normal ground we can answer without stress. So then we started bringing out our ID card. Some of us are broadcast journalists, the one that is a reporter, the one that is the official photographer of the state governor is among us. So at the end of the day, they were begging us, but we were forced to call their state PRO. What happened after then? We still see the same officer being reported to the states for doing such thing also. I have a friend that was shot, all because he refused to give them 100 naira. So a whole lot of issues has been happening with the Nigerian police, and at the end of the day, you will only see where a citizen lynch a police officer. You won't see where a police officer lynch a citizen on their in their record. I checked through police Twitter page. I never saw anything related to this issue there, and likewise others, you won't see it. Even if you tag them, they will delete the tag from their homepage because they don't want other people to see their flaws. But they always want to react fast when it comes to citizens coming after them. I see fast comments on Sheon Kuti's issue, and at the end of the day, nothing will still happen. This happened 4 days ago, and Sheon Kuti issues too. Just few hours interval, and nothing is being done to this, but they can quickly react to Sheon Kuti's issue. I think all our police officers should be taken to psychiatric hospital and get tested first. Let us know if they are psychologically okay. A police PRO was on a radio program one day, and he said, if they want to search your phone, please allow them. Many of them are on drugs. They can do and undo. So if a police PRO can come up with such statement, it means they all know that most of these men in uniform, they are let me not use foul words on the show, but I think it is high time for the police to look into reorganizing this, refurbishing this organization. It's not speaking well of us, and now at the end of the day, our neighboring country will be telling us that after all, that is Nigeria for you. So I just felt it is very, very wrong, and something must be done to it. If there is a section in the Criminal Code of Conduct that goes against a citizen obstructing a police officer or beating the police officer, then there should be another section too that will talk about police officer manhandling a citizen also. They have section 356. We should have our own section too that talks about this, that gives us the power over police officers too. If they continue treating us like an animal, we should be able to do something too.
Yes, I think it's fair enough. At the end of the day, there is still something called self-defense, but it has to fit in to the situation. But I'd like to, get your thoughts on another issue, which is the issue of police officers being used as orderlies or as security to VIPs. Do you think, what do you think is the way forward in that regard?
Well, they always tell us we have at least 6 to 8 citizens being protected by a single police officer. Now, when you check all these politicians, when we check their motorcade or their security beef, we see 5, 6 police officers behind a single person. You will see 2 military men, you will see 2 civil defense officers following all of them all around. Then who is left to protect the citizens? So it just means I think the institution is so corrupt to the extent that they value the life of a single politician than the life of the citizens, which the police are supposed to. We are all citizens, even the politicians too. The rich are citizens of this country, likewise the poor. So we should have, there is nothing bad in just giving them a civil defense to guide them. If they are of good character, why will they be walking around on the streets in their states, in their local government with police officers? It means they have bad things in their cupboard, they have bad records, and they are looking for a way to just protect themselves from it. And at the end of the day, after their tenure, they will still have police officer guiding them. It is very, very wrong. I can't have a police officer guiding me. I will have to pay some certain amount of money to the police bureau or police force, and then the police officer they will give to me, who knows if he's even capable of doing it. Go to banks, you see like 10, 15 police officers running after a bullion van. How much is inside the bullion van? And if there is crisis, my house was robbed in 2008. We call on the closest police division to our house. It's just a 2-minute drive to our house. They told us they don't have fuel to drive down to our house. The next day, we saw 2 police vans running after a politician, which means they value all these people, they value their lives than we the ordinary citizens. So if the institution can give room for officers to be following the elite, then there should be room for us to have our own officers too. It is very, very normal. Like, imagine this bike man having his own police officer guiding him or securing him. Do you think such thing will happen? And at the end of the day, they will still want to board a cab or enter any available bus, and they will tell you we are staff. That means they won't pay any money for the service you are rendering to them. But they can't render such service to the citizen. It is very wrong.
All right, let's quickly touch a little bit on Seun Kuti before we end it. What do you make of the way the case is going? We heard that the police actually got a warrant to go to his home, search his home, and and from what Mr. Ben Hondein said, he said that it's customary that if a case starts in a certain way, it doesn't mean the police have to follow only that means. It means that in the course of an investigation, if other cases arise, they have the authority to go through it. So now it's almost like it's extending past what we saw in that video of a case of perhaps assault or thereabout, that it's now becoming something else, going all the way to his home and all of that. What do you think? In this case, people will say they are doing the right thing, they are doing their job, so to speak. But do you think it will send the right message of respect to the Nigerian police, or could it be the reverse where people say they are doing a bit too much?
First of all, is there any warrant presented to Seun when his car was stopped? No warrant. The first thing we should check is what really transpired between Seun and the officer. He said there is threat on his family.
Yes.
And an average man will always want to protect his family, his family first. Family comes first before any other thing. Now, when we condemn Seun for doing what he did, because I also condemn him for doing what he did, then we should talk about the police too. You can always go with a warrant. The reason why they actually want to search Seun's apartment is because he has a license to own a gun by himself. So they knew he has a license. They need to search for the gun. They want to see the gun. They want to take the gun away from him because they know probably he might want to retaliate later on. And then they couldn't find the gun. The only thing they can do is to revoke his warrant to own a gun. Now, where did he get the gun from? Is it in Nigeria or from another country? If he has a warrant for the gun and he bought the bullet or he was given the bullet to use. Before they can issue a bullet to a citizen, they will start with a rubber bullet, which can only make someone sleep or knock them out unconsciously. If they want to follow due process, why are they just coming out with all these things now? Why not before the issue of Shehu? I just see police just trying to look for some other reasons to nab Shehu, and then we all know Shehu to be an activist. We all know him to be this person that loves to rant on social media and show his displeasure with what our police officers are doing, and even the politicians too. So if they are looking for a way to shut Shehu down, they should just look for the right way, not just using anyhow warrant and telling us they want to search his apartment because what are they suspecting in his apartment? What do they think he will have? And at the end of the day, they will come out. Who went to search the house? Is there anybody looking at checking what they are doing too? At the end of the day, you see them dropping wraps of India hymns in the house or weeds, and they will tell you he's the one smoking it. They did it once, twice to people I know. Thank God we have camera recording them. Otherwise, who knows? Our friend might be in jail up to date.
All right. So thank you so much for coming. Thanks for your thoughts. It's been great having you.
It's a pleasure.
All right. That's how we come to the end of the Polity today. But right now, I'll leave you with the opinions of some Nigerians right here in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on the issue of the tussle for Senate leadership and the House of Assembly and the run-up to the inauguration of the president-elect. Do join us every weekdays, 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. for more analysis and discussions on the state of the nation and on issues affecting the polity. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. I am Amadou Obere. Bye for now.